Let's just get going. Let's not beat around the bush forever. It's a bad morning. What do I want? How about pale morning? Let's make it nice and anxious. I wake up and I'm a big weenie. I'm a big weenie Inco. I'm just a little guy, just a little fella. Just half a banana in a chocolate sundae. Fun day. I wake up. I didn't sleep at all. Would it kill an author to just have someone wake up with a funny dream that doesn't mean anything? Not with all the thoughts out of him. I mean, it's fine if he stays up all night, but then don't have him say he wakes up. Like your fucking ChatGPT, the only way you can start a chapter is by having someone wake up. Ugh, I can't stop laughing. It's such a weird thing to have in your book, where it's like every chapter begins and ends with someone waking up or going to bed. And the funniest part about that, right, is the whole review. It's like some of these things happen over the course of like an hour, and it means that these characters are like up for an hour and then just go back to bed. I love it. It makes the timing so awkward. What time is it? It's a great line from Linkara because it really just sums up that writing pit. Yep, those brews are gonna stay for a while. My eyes are red from crying all night. I've been whimpering and crying. Don't repeat verbs in one sentence after another, especially not when you're already contextualizing them. I wash my face, hoping that I'll look more sane when I'm done. Holy shit! I mean, he did say he was going to the bathroom, which is kind of neat. I feel like you could just start here, right? You could just say, I didn't sleep at all, and he's looking, and he's examining himself, and then you could say that he's in the bathroom. And we would just be like, yeah, if you wake up, you go to the bathroom. You don't have to tell us everything, man. You don't have to give us a step-by-step map instructions. I look like shit. Shit. Oh, it's Mr. Halford. I want Mr. Halford to die and get out of the story already. I don't like this guy very much. I don't think he has anything positive to contribute to the story, and he's not a fun obstacle either. I mean, I can imagine that Mr. Halford would be there because, you know, it's his house, but Mr. Halford's just watching the news. With a little interest as a look up. Oh, it's just general comment. I mean, I guess we're just skipping over things now. Now you're just creating ambiguity, which isn't good either. Mr. Halford's watching the news, a little interest. Well, I'll just look at the ceiling, trying to clear my head. Man, this ceiling sure is nice. Think good to see you news? God, I hope not. That'd be so weird. Is that what the news does? People just talk about viral videos like they're all, I don't like how many of these are like one sentences. I mean, I guess it makes sense if he's been up all night and he's already been thinking everything over. So like his brain has processed all this stuff 10,000 times over. Wait, have I started the stream? I haven't. Oh, I have. Oh gosh, there's been times when I didn't do that, and I woke up like 10 hours later and was like, whoops, that sucks. He asked me this question 2 weeks ago. What about I think I don't know. Listen, listen. I want to stop you right there. Again, why are we focusing on Tumblr Inco? He's not relevant anymore. Tumblr Inco made sense in high school, but he's out of that for a while. I feel like Tumblr Inco has washed away by the fact that he's worked a dead-end job and he's given up on photography. Like, I don't think Inco gives a shit about his online presence anymore. If I was famous, Olivia opens the door, will survive. Morning, sweetie. Gator morning. That's not even a good pun. What? They don't answer. Laugh at me instead. Sleepy deal with this. Well, this is like, I'm sorry. We just had a scene where Inco violated Olivia's privacy, apparently because she begged for it. That's the justification he's going to take to his grave. But like, what? I feel like Mr. Halford is not the kind of guy to laugh at a shit joke, unless he's high. He might be. So Olivia, we're gathering at the page you'd like to join. It's for my sake. They're all gonna celebrate that I suck ass. Olivia considers her father's Christian with a loud hum. It's been a while since I last saw them. It'd be great. Actually, you know, I've been thinking about this. It would be a fun plot point if Randy is like, wow, Harold. You know, I haven't seen you in so long. I kind of thought you were like, you know, matured and became a good person, but holy shit, how am I a better dad than you? I would like that. I would like that because that's actually appropriate and makes sense. Because Randy has raised like 3 kids at this point, and Mr. Halford has done nothing. He's been away. He's a shit father. You might be a good dad, you know, doubles. But Randy seems like the kind of guy who's like, that's not what a father needs to be. That's not why you're here for these people. I'm down for it. I promise Damien anyway. Said Aladdin, since Randy's busy with work, he'll probably get called around 6 p.m. Wow. Nobody would kick you out if you decide to get there early, though. I mean, Damien seems like he's always okay with people being there early. I'm starving, but at the same time, I don't really want to eat anything at all. I feel like I would puke if I ate a breadcrumb. Jesus Christ, Inco, what the hell's wrong with you? I know that you're not feeling great, but that's like another level of... I mean, I guess you didn't sleep. I think I'll just eat later. Same, I don't feel hungry. You're planning a dinner date, a breakfast date. Jesus fucking Christ. Inco, has Inco even decided if he wants to make this shit make up again? Is that even an established fact, or is he just like, haha, go date my daughter. I love my daughter. I love it when my daughter dates people that she wants to beat the shit out of and viciously assault. Come on, man. That's not like that. Anyway, work starts tomorrow. I need to continue my painting as much as possible. Oh yeah, it's so easy to forget that like E2 Olivia, because like E2 Olivia presents herself like the only thing she's doing is painting and trying to get a career off the ground. But everyone keeps it's so easy to forget that like yeah, she also has like that little side gig at the gallery, which is like taking over her life, and the person giving it to her is giving it out. I like that it's technically given to her out of pity, right? Olivia's all like, I want to do everything on my own. I don't want pity jobs, and she's working a pity job. Damn. Alright, I left my car near the fountain. You need to give me some time. I gotta get my prescription glasses first. He can't drive without his glasses. He probably, actually, literally can't. Right towards the fountain was loud. Was Andrew or Blasting Rock? That was louder. Man, I would jump out of that car and say, I'm walking. I don't want to deal with that. I don't like it when people drive by and their cars is playing the music so dang loud that the whole ground vibrates. I want to take a power nap, but oh well, no rest for the weary. Why would you be able to sleep now? You stayed up all night. Why would now be different? It's been like 5 minutes. I don't get this, right? Like, this implies that he could have gone to bed last night because he's technically already done worrying about stuff, and he only got like a little bit of sleep, which is perfectly fine. I don't get it. I don't get why you're cutting absolutes here. Stop. You're not a Sith. After... I don't know why the go live button is glowing like that. I don't like it. Makes me nervous, even though I'm pretty sure it's actually streaming. Pretty sure. Man, that's a low latency. And after arriving, I quickly got the equipment, set it up at the same place. Inco, you can't just double down on the same date. That's so lame. You know, I know we went to the basketball court for a date last time, but can we go to the basketball court again? What are you, a fucking autist? Yeah. That she just feels bad. Actually, I don't know if Olivia can feel bad for other people's disabilities. It really feels like she only feels bad for her own disability because she's mad about it. Hey! I look back, good luck! And then once he drives away... Oh, that's him saying that. 40-something minutes have passed since we came, and progress has been slow but careful. You can't rush out after... Why are you so understanding? Shouldn't you be like a little bit more... This is such a weird date. Your date technically started at the fountain, and then you went to her dad's place. What kind of date is this? When I decided this was going to be our last thing, I feel like, Inko, you need to listen. I'm going to talk to you about something, and I think Clockmaker brought this up too. There's a good, or maybe someone else did. I don't know, but someone in the comments brought up, like, you know why? There's a reason why during domestic abuse cases, one of the first things they do is they separate people and they keep them apart, whether they want it or not. Because like, when you've been in a situation for long enough, it's very easy to get stuck and mired in in things like that. It's like, come on, man. It's been long since I've seen her fired up like this. She won't receive payment or fame for this Pete. Yes, she... Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, actually, I say that, but this is actually a perfectly fair line because Inco, like, sure, the fame, maybe not, but he is still thinking about the money. Man is paying for all the work around here, so. I'm very about it yesterday. I don't like where this is going. I don't like that, like, the solution to their fucking life's problems is apparently read my diary and have my dad get mad at me. This is just a pity party. For all the shit Olivia gives, she wants people to read her little pity diary and feel pity for her. Like, the hypocrisy is fascinating. I want someone to call it out. Going outside together? I feel like Olivia doesn't like being outside. Nature is full of odd shapes wheelchairs disagree with. I imagine that would create some degree of friction. Ooh, someone's complaining about forced password rotation. Oh my god, I love how he's like... Forced password rotation is like a mugger in a dark alley trying to stab you in the back where you're not watching. Apparently the timing is never good for him. That's what I was talking about, watching you paint. I love being a voyeur. What a freak I am. I still think it's hilarious that Olivia's dad is so milquetoast despite being in the army that he's like, I can't believe they're French kissing. Freaks. You freaks? I never kissed my wife. I have a perfectly healthy marriage. Whatever something I wanted to do, you have this fire in your eyes. I can't point it exactly, but I just see it not in a literal way. I mean, you're not literally on fire, Olivia. Yeah, I know that, you idiot. Why are you like this? Oh my god. Inco, please stop. You haven't... Nothing has changed, Inco. Nothing has gotten better. Stop pretending things are fine now. Man, I'm tired. That's why you're thinking everything is fine. Also, the odds are... Actually, isn't it... Mia's probably in jail, actually. Where were we? I was thinking of grabbing coffee, couldn't sleep well. So I'm just gonna pump myself up on stimulants, that's the solution. I can tell, okay, we go to Carver sandwiches, a couple cans of soda, I'm thirsty. Wow! Yeah, Olivia, I know we broke up, but I'm just gonna buy you an extremely expensive lunch. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy you multiple sandwiches and multiple cans of soda. Also, soda doesn't hydrate! Soda's a terrible way to hydrate. Get this woman a glass of fucking water. Maybe she'll actually, hydrate instead of constantly getting herself full of electrolytes that she has to piss out so she keeps losing fluids. I managed to pull myself to the closest convenience store. Thankfully, they had different types of cans for sandwiches. Did you buy her different kinds? Just buy 3 of one, man. If she wants different ones, she can get them herself. This isn't the date anymore. Not like you can eat more in one sitting. Just, come on now. Oh, he did mention that he can't even, that he feels full. I can have, kind of, really? Jesus fuck. I hate this so much. Like, we're not coming off of a sweet moment where these characters realize that they love each other or something like that. We're coming off of a rather dramatic high for the... We can't just... You can't just be like, oh man, they're so... Why wasn't this happening during the actual date the day before? Is it because it's not really a date? It's really childish. Inco, you're like 21. I know that... Like, this is cute if you're in, like, a healthy relationship. And things are actually going places and I feel good about it. But, like, you're an abuse victim and things have not been going well at all. You have had an emotional outburst. You've been dealing with her father who's having emotional outbursts. I don't think now is the time to be like this. This feels weird and creepy and like it's disregarding reality and the gravity of the situation. I didn't spit in it, don't worry. Perhaps you like your coffee that way. What is this BDSM bullshit? Get this freak out of here. I can't believe that she abused me again. I feel like after getting, like, actually assaulted by someone, your willingness to be physically touched by them should go down. I'm too tired. I'm so tired. Also, Olivia, have you seen me? I'm just a skinny. I'm so skinny I fall over when the wind starts blowing. I should lie down to sleep for a while. He just starts fucking sleeping on the couch. Keeps sweating, waking up from... Really? Why are we just reliving Inco's past? I mean, admittedly, there's a tragedy in this, but the story doesn't seem aware of how tragic it is that Inco seems incapable of escaping his own, like, mindset. What is wrong with this man? I mean, I guess, he has been living an abusive relationship for 3 years and has recently almost died, so he might actually have brain damage from blood loss. Good night so far, best of my life. Best night of her life. Olivia, it's 12 p.m. It's not night at all! Oh, that is such an Inco thing to say in his dream. Arguing with dream time. I also really do not like how much this is aggrandizing the concept of marriage and, like, let me tell you something that a married man once told me. Marriage makes everything stronger. Marriage just amplifies. If things are bad, marriage makes it worse. If things are good, marriage makes it better. But if there are invisible little snakes in the grass you aren't aware of, and you marry, they might overtake everything else. Not everything gets amplified the same way, but everything does get stronger. Like, marriage isn't a solution. It can make good things better and bad things worse. But it doesn't fix things. There's nothing what would it fix? What, you had a nice day together? You got to reset a little bit? That's not the problem. The problem isn't where you are, it's how you're doing it, It's the process. Ugh. The pop music died. He's back on the dance floor. Man, Inco is so obsessed with the fucking prom. I like how Clockmaker points out, it's really weird how Inco seems obsessed entirely with the things that happened in the game. Like, the last 3 years never happened. Like, he didn't live 3 years of his life. There was, like, a week. And then there's just, like, nothing. Like, one thing happened, and it was Damien throwing a ring away. Olivia, would you like to dance? That'd be perfect. Okay, listen. I just so Clockmaker points out that a lot of characters are acting like they know that ending 4 exists. Which is a fair point. Like, you need to understand that characters in a given ending do not know that there are better ways for things to go. They might just consider everyone around them to be the people that they are, because fundamentally speaking, how would they know otherwise? What bothers me about this is that dropping endings into other endings always feels kind of weird to me, because sure, to us the readers it makes sense, but for the people in the setting it's just really desperate thinking, right? It's either extremely wishful thinking, or it's like, why the hell are you like, my god, Amber, why do you think your mother's gonna shoot your father and jump off a cliff? That's not the same thing. Like, fundamentally the choices the player makes are like non-congruent with causality. Like, they're not even free will in a way, right? You do know that shit's fucked up, right? I know you're only 15, but you gotta be more genre savvy than that. With a dad like yours, playing one of those sappy tracks, the ones that everyone knows. Wait, is this one or the other one? Yeah, let's go with this one. The trail drags me as we rush towards the open spot on the floor. For some reason, we're not getting closer. What the hell? The trail finally letting me go. Found to pull me. Pulls for 2 seconds. She turns her chair to face me. Come on! What are you waiting for? Still the suck plays before. Hurry up, the night's gonna end soon. Inco, we gotta be out by 10! We're such fucking losers! You gotta be out by 10! Ah! I'm running in desperation. I wanna dance! You wanna dance? And then I offer a $20 bill. Get this Duke Nukem out of here. You know, I just want to say that a Duke Nukem Wani Gator crossover would be a fucking hell of an idea. Actually, would it work better with Fang? Because he's kind of a fucked up guy. Ugh. God. I do feel you'd have to tone it down a little bit, but... God. People always forget that Doom Guy is on the Mars because he insubordinated, because his superior officer told him to shoot on civilians. And he was like, fuck no, and punched the man. People forget that he's woke. Which also implies that Doomslayer's woke. Which, I don't know, man. I don't know what that means. You have to figure that out for yourself. Sometimes someone can't give you the answers. You have to make them yourself. Olivia's smile slowly disappearing in her eyes, not being with energy. She's so mad at me! Why are you running in place, Inco? Now is not the time for cardio! I'm out of breath and drenched in sweat. I've only been running for 2 minutes. Actually, that is quite a sprint for someone who doesn't exercise. Olivia looks at the ground and says, man, what is happening? So, I would like to point out that if we read into the surface level metaphor, Inco is basically victim blaming at this point. He's saying, like, I wasn't good enough. Olivia was able to get there on her own just fine. I'm the one holding her back. Inco. Oh my god. Icky, we're gasping and sweating like crazy. So not only was he dreaming that he's a fucking loser, in real life he was just... My pants are soaked, Inco! What the hell? Man, were you having a fever? I mean, it might have been a fever dream, actually. Sorry for falling asleep. Are you hurting? What? Why? Inco, people, generally speaking, ask if you're okay if you're, like, gasping and sweating and screaming about how you're going to die and your life is coming to an end while you're sleeping. Those generally do not sound like things that mean you're okay. Also, for fuck's sake, can we have, like, a paragraph for once? These are all sentences. With my sentences, not my sentences. With my sentencing finally complete. Jail for 15 years. I feel a tear slowly fall down my cheek. Jesus fucking Christ, Inco. Shouldn't your eyes be pools of tears if you're lying with your head backward? I don't know, man. What's been crying for the last few days? It's fine. She gently wipes them off. Stop this! What's wrong? The musketeer refused to let go. That's not healthy! This isn't, like, if you're a teen, I can kind of see it because you're an idiot, but, like, this is not healthy. You're not, Inco, you need to establish boundaries with this fucking woman. You're planning to break up with her. You can't just go, oh, well, you know, it's fine. No, it's not fine. She's not allowed to be physical with you if you don't want to. Stop pretending that it's fine or cute or endearing. These are unhealthy habits, given the situation you're in. Oh, you gotta be honest with her and be yourself. She doesn't. She gets to fucking write a little cute little poem for you in her little book and be like, oh man, Inco, look, I wrote in my book, I'm so shit. I wrote in my book how shit I am, and you get to read my book and I don't have to talk to you. You have to inform my attention. I'm not going to be mad if you're wrong, but I have to tell you, like, for fuck's sake, why do you have to be open and honest, but she just gets to fucking write a book? Like, I'd be fine with this if it took some time, right? If after they've been apart for a while, they kind of come to the realization that maybe they can work on it, they can be mature about it, and then Olivia makes the first move because she acknowledges, you know, something healthy. But this is none of this. This is just like they're still teenagers. They've been together for 3 years. Also, it's really weird, considering that, remember, Olivia's dad was like, oh, she can't keep anything to herself, but she's, like, being extraordinarily coy, all things considered. The droplet hits my temple, but it isn't waning! Simply not possible. I've ruined everything. I can't load my save, Olivia! Someone was born with more determination than I! Oh my god, can we have this conversation with anyone else? This isn't therapy. This isn't helpful. This isn't good. You haven't had time to process anything. You can't just have your dad die, and then the next day be like, ugh. That's not how that works. Especially not with these goobers. I tried to be something I was not. Blah, blah, blah. Acted like a child. Can we just fucking stop? Okay, cool. She's having her moment. Finally. Jesus. Why did you have them read Olivia's diary if she's just gonna give the confession herself anyway? Why are you double dipping? Why can't we just move on? And have time pass? Why do people keep repeating things? I'm not a disabled special. I want to be something more than a disabled artist. It's really weird that she wants to feel special, but also she is feeling special. It's almost like she kind of wants to have it her way no matter what, which is not a healthy way to look at things. What efforts? From a prophet yet to realize that I became one of the very people I despise, a pretentious, self-centered nitwit who only cares about image. Which is very funny because she does, like, deride Inco's artistic endeavors, so... Okay, we're done with the prom scene. Might as well go back to something else. Ugh, this class sucks. So, folks, I'm being let us not care about everything else. I mean, admittedly, that is kind of what her speech tends to veer towards, is that she is, like, so self-obsessed that she refuses to acknowledge anyone else has any potential. My success had to be completely self-made. Is that a bad thing to think? Yes! For fuck's sake, you're an artist. You are, by definition, reliant on other people agreeing with you on something to get anything done. Like, do people not understand what society is? Do people not understand the concepts of interconnectivity between people? Why are so many of these motherfuckers so insistent that, like, you can be perfectly self-sufficient? That's not what society is. That's not how economies work. It was a miracle the operator could understand what I was saying. Inco, when you were dying on the floor, I was so sad. It's fine. I'm sorry for what? I always took your support for granted. I never dared to clash with the good said. Never thought the day would come to lose my safety net. The day I would come home and not find you was terrifying. She finally looks down at me again. Her crying stopped, but she looked as if she was about to start again. We were in the hospital. I thought about the past few years, all the things you did for me, all your sacrifices. Truth is, I always thought about them, but I just didn't want to face myself. Only when the doctors told me it was unclear if you were going to make a full recovery, and I realized how cruel and abusive it really was. Inco, it's only when you died that I realized how bad things were. That is not a fucking win. Man, Inco, it's only when I was about to lose everything and get kicked to the street that I realized maybe I was slightly wrong. I feel that if you have to go that far to get anything done, I don't think you've done anything. Did she piss herself? I've been sleeping for 6 hours. She's been okay, just sit. I mean, I guess she shits on a wheelchair all day, so she's probably fine with that. Be in the section for the handicapped too. Well, that's probably like legally required. We're having a moment, and then I realized that I had to change my intimates. My mom told me all about that, you know. Oh. You know, that kind of takes the fun out of all of that. Yeah, my mother was very insistent that I understand how periods work, and she told me all about the little cotton balls, the little cotton pads and everything. Explained it all, and I had to remember it, and she tested me later, so yes, Olivia, I know you're having your period. God, I was gonna lord this over your head, you know. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't. Ha ha, how funny. You almost murdered me, you know that. I feel like that kind of trumps every single conversation we're gonna have for the next 5 months. Like, this scene will be fine if, again, she didn't almost murder him. And also, apparently, Inco's gonna murder her! These people are not healthy for each other. Oh, did you wake up like an hour ago? But I couldn't bring myself. What a noble sacrifice. I'm honored. Oh, she did piss herself. She had 5 cans of soda. This is a terrible idea. You almost met yourself because you were stroking my head way too much. Ugh. Inco, your head is so round it almost counts as a nulge. What the hell is a nulge? Well, you might know about pads, but at least you don't know about some of the stuff I get up to. What are you talking about? Well, make sure to put diapers in your wheelchair compartment. That's not funny at all. Let's not get pissy about this. You're gonna piss yourself? Wow! Jesus, Inco, what happened? Why are you me all of a sudden? That's just mean. Like any person that started running. I don't think I look sane in the eyes of the public. I kept screaming about it. She's gonna poop herself. Like a sane person would. Oh my god. You're in a park with a staircase, man. Just go down the staircase and watch Olivia die instantly. I see the stairs. I made it. Oof. I mean, you should be so fucking glad you didn't fall down those stairs. That would have killed both of you. The world is spinning. I hate this so much. This is so... Like, I get it. But now is not the time. I think we're going to do this chapter in one go. You don't say you yield. You say uncle. The line you're looking for is uncle. He needs to warm in my nose. Yeah, he sure does. He sure does. Next time you consider the situation before getting bold. He's already bold. Fun fact, as a little kid. So, my original RuneScape character was bold. I don't know why. I just kind of went with it. I don't think... I probably just didn't like any of the hairstyles, maybe. But I did not know that bald and bold were 2 different words. So when I entered, I think the Champions Guild, they call you Bold Adventurer. I'm like, what? Why do people keep calling me out on that? What a weird thing. Oh. You seem to be violent ones like this one. It will grow on you. It's been 3 years! Why would it grow on him now? I don't think so, lady, but just they would have bellowing at first. Something the hag, another one for Dino Kind. It means I get to keep my sleep lullaby. I don't mind losing. Good human. We just gaze upon the eyes of each other. You really should let me go. People are looking at us as they pass by. I don't care. I don't know, man. PDA is that's 10 years, man. You go to horny jail, you don't come out. It's really weird that it's horny jail and not horny prison, because that implies that there is no horny court to escalate things, or that people just never get sentenced. People are just sent to jail over this. There's long sentences for fucking, you know, jail. They're not made for that. They're not made for long-term captivity. They don't even have a yard or anything. You're just stuck in a room for years. Jesus Christ, Olivia, you've taken 3 fucking days to paint this one picture. Pick up the fucking pace! Notice taking pictures. Nice having a fan. You better not show them to anyone else. No one's allowed to see them. They snatch my phone from my cold dead hands. I want to pick up photography again, so I'm going to do it in secret with my fucking phone and make it all about my wife. Do I really look that weak? Inco, you're a big pudding boy. You are as intimidating as an actual pudding. I would, in fact, scoop a spoon in you. I feel like this fic would be a lot shorter in terms of, like, actual physical length if it actually used paragraphs. Everything is a fucking sentence. Reps of carrying Gator Grove all the time. That's weird. Shouldn't someone who's like sensitive about her disability be a little more resistant to carrying? But you come off as a weak person. You don't get aggressive when you need to. But psychologist that you're always speaking about. Jesus fucking Christ! You can't have Olivia solve his problems. Olivia's the antagonist, the obstacle, the thing to come back to. She's not supposed to help him. That's not how obstacles work. That's a really... I get it, you could make it work, but I don't know if your first writing should be that dynamic and complicated. Keep it simple, you know? Use secondary characters for this, and have Olivia be the obstacle. It's a bit platonic, a bit shallow for a relationship, but fuck it. It's your first time, have fun. Write something you can finish that doesn't require as much in terms of the thinky think department. I just lost something, and I'm very mad about it. Well, I'll find it eventually, I guess. Oh, dang. Where could it have gone? Where could it have gone? What a day. What a shit weekend. 'Sketchbook is more than enough. I mean, a painting is supposed to be like a reflection of a person, so... 2 minutes. Oh yeah, we're still going to the pains. Is that why Inco slept for 2 hours so we could fast forward to the pains? That's not a very big power move, my man. Is it really safe for me to drive? Inco does not say wagey. He would say it's a low-paying job or a minimum wage, but he wouldn't say fucking wagey. Oh, it's Olivia who taught you that word, huh? After calling me one. Where did I earn just one tiny bit over minimum wage, especially considering how much I do? It's kind of fucked up how minimum wage is being used to set the standards for things when my job is way more complicated than anything my manager's ever done. No, man, it's not about the work. It's about how much they think they can rip you off. Stop pretending that your wage somehow dictates how important and valuable your work is. Because companies don't work like that. They don't, and they never will. Their job is to fuck you over. They're scorpions. And you're the frog. My parents don't need help anymore. I felt guilty. I'm their only son, so they should have me on life. Yes! You're a rich Nepo baby. Why the hell did you think this was gonna work? But I'm an adult now. You're gonna fix my own. Doesn't mean I don't need help. Everyone needs help in their lives. There's help out the engine. Die, right? Inco, you've been sitting there for 10 minutes daydreaming. I think we're gonna die. You're short websites. I'm kidding. Ugh. And now she's like, well, you know, I was just kind of going with the flow, and admittedly, the flow's made me uncomfortable at this point. You know, Auntie Flow. Do we stay like this until I finish the painting? Don't do it, Inco. It's got to be the painting, and then it's got to be the gallery display, and then it's going to be the first auction. Maybe it's not logical, but I want this. Inco, that's why you're supposed to use logic, because logic tells you to do the right thing. Ugh, don't be like this, Inco, you dumb bitch. Olivia turns to our right and continues looking at the street we're currently passing. You know, this whole story kind of reminds me of a video I watched last night where a guy made a character for the system Bimbos and Blasters. Beach bunnies with blasters, and all I can think about is that game does not deliver on this premise. By fundamentally becoming this weird combat schlock, and also the player characters are not expected to be beach bunnies, which is just, you know? I feel like we're kind of veering in an odd direction here. Good placements. I also feel like much of this fic could just be condensed with, and then I tell them everything that I told someone else earlier. Where did I go wrong with the PS3? I don't know. Obviously, the formal her wailing that night still haunts me. It was like, wee. No fucking clue if I made any mistakes before that day. Stop talking like this is, I think, what Clockmaster's really talking about, is that some of these characters just talk like they know about them being in a game and there being choices, but none of this makes sense if you're a person in that situation. Why would there not be any earlier moment in history that happened in the past 2 years, maybe? Why is he so fixated in fucking high school? Because it's the last moment things were alright? Sounds to me like you should just break up at that point, because you can't fix anything in 2 fucking years! The majority of your relationship has been hot garbage at this point, my man! You're not fixing anything, you're keeping it alive! Keeping a zombie wandering. Oh my god, look at these fucking fragments! I was the one who was bitten in the arm, but I was the one who caused it. I forcibly grabbed her arm, it's not a case of self-defense. I feel like self-defense counts after she's tried to shake you off and you didn't let go. And she didn't really say much. Jesus fucking Christ, it's been 3 days, why can't neither of us let it go? I think you're the one who can't let it go, man. I feel like there's a point to be made that we don't know if Olivia's let it go. That was when I felt. Olivia removed from her eyes. No, it's been 3 years. At this point, you're conjoined at the hip because you just don't know. She's like, remember, Inco doesn't have any good friends. Olivia's probably like the person he's known for the longest, so that's why he's so connected to her. Not for any good or healthy reason, because like, oh man. We're not a thing anymore. Things aren't good. Maybe I should listen to Ferris of all the police. But Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit. Can we just fucking... Ugh. There's a sketchbook thing organized by others, so it's all log talk with her dad. Oh, wait, hold up. I mean, I was about to say this fic is really going in the direction of like this relationship is good and we should bring them back together again. Like, you know, the meta writing I was talking about. I kind of like that he's willing to admit, like, you know, it's entirely plausible that her dad, who's like kind of fucking hot garbage, would totally go along with this terrible idea. My gut says that she loves me, though. What am I wrong about this? The entire world isn't against you, Inco. Except that everyone is. Like, no one's really in Inco's corner on this. In a way that matters. I know what to do. Jesus fucking Christ, I get it, man. I would like to point out that if this was in a book, we've been doing this for 2 to 3 pages of this. Can you imagine opening a book and it takes 2 to 3 pages of this fucking format? My God. Get a hobby. Get some help. I'll keep things just the way they are right now. Okay, good job, my man. That's not a long-term plan. That's not a smart-term plan. That's nothing. You know, she almost tried to kill me, and her dad sucks ass, and like honestly, things aren't going great. Let's just keep the zombie puttering along for a little longer. Wow, I appreciate how the story has gone into a honestly does an extremely good job of like pretending this is good. Man, that last part's so fucking terrible. Anyway, Clockmaker says, this chapter feels like a calm before the storm. Olivia suffers no negative consequences. Poor Inco has no one in his corner. Which I guess is the point of the story. Really is kind of a one-sided conversation, ain't it? Now we got the flaws of the main cast. We'll go through those a little bit. People are right. There is probably something going to happen at the Pains, and I would hope it does, because this story needs a kick in the butt. It's just repeating itself, which admittedly is a thing a lot of people tend to do when they write their first thing, is they don't trim things down enough. Yeah, Randall is a good guy, but he's, you know, kind of trying to avoid the conflict tearing his family apart. Sophia's definitely done with Olivia, but on the other hand, you know, also doesn't like Mr. Halford. I really like that Sophia doesn't like Mr. Halford. That's a really fun angle to play those off of each other. Mom versus dad instead of dad versus dad. You know, people get really insistent on like keeping gender dynamic between parents the same, and I don't like that. Then we got Damien as the man-child. Good dad, terrible father. Then we got Liz, who's cold. I still want to know. Because because apparently there was a rewrite, or someone told me there was a rewrite, where... You'd have to dig through the Snoot game thread on Kiwi Farms. Ugh. Apparently Liz was originally going to be a secondary antagonist, which I think suits her well. I don't know exactly why she would be opposed to Inco in any meaningful way. Like, what exactly would make her oppose him, but... Interesting. I'm gonna go take a quick break. And then we'll come back. Oh my god, this next chapter does the same fucking thing. Holy shit! It's just going with these fucking fragments. Wow. No Clockmaker today. Well, it's gonna be a short chapter.